It's getting cold here in autumn and it almost feels like winter here. So getting the right essentials for these cold months are crucial in my opinion. So if you want an autumn wardrobe that you don't have to rebuild every year, let me show you some magic and show you which things I find essential. Welcome to my channel where I yap about men's fashion. I created this channel because my friends didn't really want to listen to me, so this is like a space for me where I deload all my fashion thoughts and I treat it like an archive for myself where I just can talk freely about fashion. But if you do enjoy this video at any point, feel free to subscribe and maybe even like the video. So the first item that I find essential in this autumn are long sleeves. I think long sleeves are one of the things that everyone needs in the wardrobe this autumn. And even going into winter, you can just start wearing them as a layer and you can add more layers to them and they just work perfectly for this colder weather. But for right now, I would probably wear them on, on its own and maybe even just like layering it with a jacket or something. I think it's one of the most perfect pieces for autumn. There is some different silhouettes you can work with here. If you look at COS, they make this ripped version, a kind of slim fit version of the long sleeve that you can just wear on your own basically. But it's a very nice piece in my opinion. So I think everyone talks about this item. It's the waffle long sleeve. Everyone wears them and it's kind of like referred to as a thermal. And the most common outfit right now is a waffle long sleeve with a t-shirt layered over it, and I think it creates a perfect silhouette and it just looks very nice. But you need to be aware of the silhouette of the long sleeve and the t-shirt to create this look that you want. The next item I want to talk about is light knitwear and just knitwear in general. I think when it comes to knitwear, I think thicker knitwear comes into play. I'm wearing some thick knitwear here and there because it's getting pretty cold, but also lighter knitwear is very nice. You can definitely get away with wearing maybe a t-shirt, then a lighter knit, and then you can maybe layer it with like a denim jacket or something more lighter as a jacket, and I think it works perfectly for this weather. So I think light knitwear and knitwear in general is starting to get into play now. The next item is a jacket, especially a waxed jacket. Personally, I wear this waxed crop jacket from Cole Buxton. It's called the Combat Jacket. It doesn't really have this corduroy color, but I think it creates a unique look with these big pockets, and it works perfectly here in the autumn if you just layer it correctly. It also works against light rain because it's waxed, and I think it's just a very nice piece. You can definitely look into like maybe the Barbara Beedale, maybe the Ashby or the Transport jacket. I think they are all great jackets and they will last you a lifetime for sure. But if you want something cheaper, you should definitely look at Uniqlo for that jackets. They make great jackets for decent quality as well. Another jacket I really like is this field jacket from Sunflower. It's not really a wax jacket, but I just think it looks incredible. And if it gets on sale or anything like that, I'll definitely pick it up because I can't really afford it right now, but I'll definitely pick it up in the future. So the next item is something I'll just call a thick pullover that you should wear in the autumn and winter. You should probably look into some heavy cotton, heavy maybe with some wool in it as well, but I own this from Illicit Block. I think it's called the Drill Top. It has this open collar and I think it looks very good. It has this cropped fit as well, but yeah, I think it works really well here in autumn and it keeps me warm a lot of times. But yeah, just try and play with like maybe texture or this is open collar. Just try and find something unique where it can get very generic, but I think you should just look for something that's a bit different from just a normal hoodie or a normal crew neck. Add something that spices it up, but not too much either. So the next item I want to talk about is jeans, and this is a very generic thing to talk about, but I think jeans are so essential and I want to give my take on jeans and how you should wear them in the autumn and winter. The thing about jeans is that you need to find something that fits your body perfectly, and it's very, very hard. It's like super hard to find a pair of jeans that has the perfect length and fits perfectly in the waist as well. But let me just show you some tips and tricks. So personally, I think the length of the jeans are the most important factor when it comes to wearing jeans. I think if you look at a lot of men, they wear too short jeans, maybe even too long jeans. The most common thing I see is too short jeans and something that just doesn't fit their body. For me, I think you should wear a length of jeans that sits right on the shoe and kind of stacks a bit on the shoe but doesn't really touch the ground, and it shouldn't look sloppy or anything like that. It should look intentional, because if it gets too long it doesn't look intentional, and if it gets too short it just looks like you don't really care about fashion. Honestly, there is a lot of different fits to jeans. There's like slim fit, there's straight fit jeans, there's a more loose fit, and then there's like a baggy fit. I think that's the most common fit right now, and I think you should shouldn't go for a slim fit because no one really are comfortable in slim fit jeans. Personally, I wear more loose fit jeans because loose fit, I'm a pretty tall guy and loose fit just looks more natural on me. If I get too slim, it just looks like, yeah, it's not a very good look on me, honestly. Even straight fit jeans sometimes look slim on me. So I tend to go towards the more loose fit jeans. I try and stay away from the baggy jeans, but I do have a pair of baggy jeans that I like to play with sometimes. I tend to go towards more looser pair of jeans. So my recommendation to you is that you start out with a straight pair of jeans and just make sure the length is nailed. You need to be very picky about jeans because jeans is, in my opinion, what makes or break an outfit. Just in general, bottoms in general just makes or break an outfit. You should definitely just try out a lot of different pair of jeans just because you see a very popular model online. Like, for example, I have this great example of the Our Legacy third cut jeans. They look very nice on a lot of people, but when I tried them on, they didn't really look good. They were too short. They didn't really fit very good around my waist. They were just a very bad pair of jeans for me. So just because you see a hype online doesn't mean you should buy into it. You should really just try and figure it out for yourself, what works for you and your body type. I think that's the most important thing when it comes to fashion if you want to look good. When it comes to shoes in general, a lot of people will probably recommend some derbies or some loafers, but I'm actually out here just recommending plain sneakers because I think if you just buy a pair of black sneakers that doesn't look bad either, but like a very nice silhouette pair of black sneakers, and you just style it really well with tips I gave you on jeans and the layering and the knitwear jackets, I think a pair of black sneakers just works with everything, and it doesn't look like too try hard. It doesn't look like you're a young guy who just bought a pair of loafers and is trying to pull something off here. I think just black sneakers are very subtle and works very well with most things. The item I'm wearing right now is a half zip fleece, and I think a fleece of some kind is an essential this autumn slash winter because it's just such a cozy piece. I would probably recommend it a bit oversized to play with the silhouette. This is a bit of a cropped fit, and I really enjoy this fleece. I wear it a lot, especially when I'm just inside and just chilling. It keeps me warm. I think it's a very nice piece. This fleece in particular is from About Blank. I don't think they make it anymore, but you can definitely find something similar. And I can try and link something in the description if you are interested in that. But yeah, I would definitely recommend just getting a, maybe like an oversized fleece again. Something that fits your body type. If cropped doesn't look good on you, doesn't mean you should go with cropped. Maybe find a longer length. If cropped looks good on you, then perfect. But don't just buy into a trend because everyone else is doing it, because you will look awkward and out of place. So I was out walking here in October and I was freezing. So I was thinking, well, why am I not wearing a scarf? So I think it's honestly time to pull out your wool scarf now. Maybe I'm very basic, I'm not sure, but I don't think you should get these big colorful scarves. They just don't really go with anything and it's just a big trend online. So personally, I would just wear like a plain color. Personally, I own a gray Acne Studios 100% wool scarf that's just I've been using it for years and it stood the test of time. It's like very good quality. To just invest in a very nice quality scarf in a very generic color because you need something that works with most things, so you don't need to switch around and have a million different scarves in your closet. And honestly, that's my piece of advice this video. Don't just go out and buy into a trend. I want you to invest in something that really works for you, that you can use for a lifetime. And you need to be super critical about how it looks on you. Just because you see a crop top online, you shouldn't really just go out and buy a crop top. You could definitely try it out and see if it looks good on you, but you don't need to buy into a trend because you see it instantly. You need to be patient and try things on and figure things out. Figure out what works good on your body type. And if you get these things right, I think these items will last you a lifetime. I genuinely hope that you got some value from this video. I want to help people make smart decisions and not make the same mistakes that I've done throughout years of fashion. I hope you'll make more conscious decisions and maybe be more critical, because I want to inspire you to have a more critical mindset when it comes to fashion and actually just look in the mirror when you wear stuff. And I hope that you will build a wardrobe that you will be proud of in the future. But let me know in the comments which pieces you find essential here for the autumn winter, and thank you so much for watching.